For every person and character, their lives all start with a story. Today, I'm going to share my story with all of you. You know, there are dangerous demons called nightmares that live in hell, and there are beautiful beings in heaven called angels. But what if there was someone who was both? Well, that's me, Zanas. And at a time, my life sucked. Well, it did, until that one fateful day. I always used to be an oddball living in Inferno, the land of hell. It was weird for a demon of hell to have a halo and golden eyes, much less half blonde hair. They could tell that I didn't belong. My father didn't make it any better, and he wasn't allowed in the Silver City near Eden's Gate, so I stayed with my grandfather. That wasn't any better than where I was. Let's just call my grandfather Jay for now. I was always stuck doing dumb tasks for him that got really repetitive until I just one day had enough. Those tasks were what were keeping me with a home. My only escape was playing games. It felt like I reached people in a way that I never did with my normal boring task that I was given. But my grandfather didn't accept that, and I was banished to the universe. I've been here for as long as I can remember, wandering until I lost sight of where I was. I don't even remember blinking out, but that was when everything in my life changed. Let's just say I met someone. Let's call this entity Amethyst. Nor female, nor male. So I guess they fit into the genderless non-binary category. I explained my situation and was given another chance. Reluctant, but I took it, because what else was there to do? This day consisted a lot of meeting new people. And let's call this next person Yunselda, a universal being affiliated with Amethyst. They utilized my special interests for their own gain, but allowed me to do it in my own way. It was a way to enforce peace to other parts of the world that they could not. All I ever wanted was to do the same thing. I wanted to make people smile and laugh while taking them along on my virtual journeys. Now, I signed a contract, and here I am. Zanas Hellfire, Nightmare Angel descendant from both heaven and hell, here to bring peace among the world with a little laughter and joy. So, how did we like it? What's up, my stars? Here is the big project. I've been gatekeeping this for you guys for a while. Not my intention. Well, fully my intention, but not fully my intention, as I just. I don't know. I've been really looking forward to this for a while since I first started actually streaming. Um, this stream is going to consist of me just introducing you guys to my full model, some things that have been worked on in this project, and I also have a PowerPoint for you guys as well. But first things first, let me give you a tour of my room. Let me just get out the way here. Alrighty. So, if you guys look around, I do have a lot going on in here. Let's start with my desk first. First of all, credits to my blissful coworker, Amethyst, for designing this for me. This is fully done by them, every bit of it. Obviously, not the plushies that you guys see around, but everything else is designed by them. Let's start from right to left. So, up here in this top right corner, we have a contract. I cannot zoom into it at the moment, but I will show you guys on like a separate file a close up of the contract. This contract was blood sealed by me, Amethyst, and Yinsada. Um, just enforcing that we are now all in contract to enforce peace through our means necessary and to make sure all the people of all the nations are doing well and having a good day. Whether that be in my way, which is playing games and sharing a little laughter with them, or in Yinsado's way of actually enforcing that the nations are in alignment, and Amethyst doing a bit of all. Doing a bit of what I do and a bit of what Yinsada does. Down here to my beautiful golden dresser. It's just a golden dresser. Nothing's really important about it. Um, Obviously, it probably just has clothes and other whatnots that you can think of in there. Don't think weirdly. um, Amethyst also designed this painting for me. It's literally just a golden painting. I do want to enforce a little bit more about it. That is a blurred painting within reason. Um, while I was exploring the universe, I managed to make it to a beautiful place in the Silver City that had a lot of beautiful dandelion particles that resembled sparkles. Now, the place itself, obviously, the picture came out blurry because you're not really supposed to take pictures there. Not to mention, I have an iPhone camera, so like modern technology is not really allowed there. But yeah, I actually really liked it. I wish I would have showed you guys more. Um, Moving up to my window back here. So yeah, I have a big ass mirror. Well, window. Um, I have some gold light jangles over here. Outside of my window is where I set up my it's where I set up my house because technically in all actuality I've been roaming the universe for God knows how many eons to the point where I finally found Amethyst who introduced me to Yinsada who allowed me to have another room and board after the whole incident happened with my grandfather. Um, there is a few constellations back there. Aurora Borealis. It's very pretty. Um, Moving on to my desk. I have your basic setup here. The only beautiful part that I love is my curved monitor. I love it. Um, I do really love Scaramouche, and Amethyst knows that I like Scaramouche, so they equipped me with a beautiful Scaramouche plushie that is on the side of my desk. And I also do have a liking to the evolutions And one of my favorites has to be Umbreon. Below my desk is a cat bed, and you can see a picture of my kitten Stormy. At the moment, he is not actually under my desk, but during some select streams, he is found to be lurking a lot near my area. And in previous streams, you guys could actually hear me yelling at him. So Amethyst thought it was going to be comical to add him somewhere within the room. Moving on to the left side of the room, I have a nice little side table over there, along with a Vox plushie. Now, I do watch Hasman Hotel. I love it. I love it actually. And with Hasman Hotel, I do like to reference some things from it. So Amethyst just like let me throw in a Vox plushie. I am up to date, and for those who do watch me but are not up to date, I will not spoil anything. Um, and then obviously I love my SpongeBob. In stream, out of stream, SpongeBob is my favorite. Has been since I was a kid. So I begged Amethyst to put SpongeBob somewhere in my room. And with my entire Universal theme, I do have some star jangles representing you guys, as well as some golden lanterns and LED string lights. So yeah, that is a tour of my room. Um, I can give you guys a tour of me next. I have not fully showed you guys everything about me. So let me actually show you guys my full model. Let's get me fully into frame here. Alright. And if I don't know how much you guys have paid attention to my TikTok, I did post a video about an hour ago almost about my VTuber Q&A. I am 6 feet tall. I am very tall. Um, yeah, but this is the full fit. Uh, I got my ripped gloves over here. I have a belt that has a Z on there. My belt also does hang off on the side. Got some nice ripped jeans. I got sneakers on down here. And obviously, my shirt is also a purple night sky. Um, I do also have a cross necklace right here. This just symbolizes my grandfather. I may despise the guy for throwing me into the universe, but at the end of the day, he did mention to me that it is. I might learn something. So I do still wear it, even though sometimes it pains me. And I do have my Inferno horns as well as my dripping halo. I don't have a normal halo. Part of my narrative, they could definitely tell that wasn't just a I wasn't just an Inferno demon. I'm also a Paradiso angel at the end of the day. Um, but how can I be an Inferno demon with no wings? Well, I'm glad you asked. Those are my wings. I have two pairs of wings. I have two pairs. And they move with me. um, a majority of the time, like, as much as I've been streaming with this model even before debut, I never showed my wings. This is one thing that I definitely have gatekeeped for a while. But I like to mainly use my small wings, which are technically descendants from my Paradiso wings, as um they do have arrows and strings right over here and the gold crest of my wings. And these are mainly my Inferno wings that are kind of tattered. Again, they are a mix of my angel wings as well as my demon wings. Um, but yeah. Um, I do have a few expressions. I don't really use them like that. Um, but I probably should a little bit more. Um, this is when I get mad. My emotions are actually very audible. I make more auditory expressions than I do on my face. Um, I do also have. This is one of my favorites. Listen, I do have a happy bone in my body, okay? um, and then this one I really don't use too much when I cry. Again, I'm more auditory expressions more than the ones that I toggle. Um, but yeah, that's mainly my tour with my actual model. We can actually move to the About Me page. So let's head on over there. I'm up here, by the way. So let's let's kind of go through some things here. So I okay, I don't even know where to start with this to be honest. um, first off, my name is Zanas Hellfire. I am 1020 years old, just about like 20, 21 in human years. Um, I I I don't really. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of this one right now because technically it does its own thing. Um, I am old enough to drink. I may not look like it, but I am definitely old enough to drink on my own. Um, I'm just not the best when I'm drunk, so I kind of prefer not to. Um, my birthday is today, actually, December the 27th. And technically, today is the day that I turn 1020. Um, again, I've been alive for a long time. I've seen a lot of stuff, and again, for a good majority of my life, I've been just like blinked out. Um, the languages that I know, English is my primary language. I do know a bit of Spanish, and I do know Japanese. I do want to currently learn Japanese a little bit more, so maybe, maybe I would download Duolingo on my computer and do some with y'all. But personally, I do not want to. My marks. So if you ever want to support me as a fan or a star, my marks are the shooting star and the fire. Let's keep this moving. Do do do. Alrighty. These are my tags. For my stars on Twitter that have been following me for a while, you guys have already seen these, but these are for all my new stars after debut. Um, my general tag is technically Zanas Hellfire or Zanas Hellfire VT. My live tag is Hellspire Hour. I have two fan art tags. I have my normal fan art tag, which is hieroglyphic. Well, helioglyphic, technically. And it's a kind of play on words that I put together. that is, I'm pretty sure those that are nerds. I'm not gonna say nerds per se, just those who favor history. Um, I use hieroglyphics, which are the original art pieces, as well as the fact that my primary residence is Inferno, which is located in Hell. So, hieroglyphic. And if I am definitely 18 plus, for my fan artists, if you ever want to draw me with another VTuber, or if you want to draw anything in that way, by all means, I do not judge. Actually, I encourage fan artists to draw my model. My NSFW tag is Sector Sex. Um, and I do have a little bit of lore behind that one too. Again, I do watch Hasbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss, and I kind of took Sector 6, which is Mammon's Ring, and kind of, threw sex in there. Uh, my fan name, as a whole, is the solar system. Um, when you, technically after the stream, or maybe sometime during it, I will add on a kind of like a promo for those who would like to subscribe and join the tier 1 subgroup, which is to become an official star of my universe. Um, Technically, universe is my full fan base, but I kind of reference chat as chat and also as the universe. But technically, my full fan name is the solar system. I am obviously the sun. I'm in the middle of it, and you guys support me as my stars. Um, Tier 2 of subscribing is you become an astrologist. You're past the stars stage, you favor the planets, and you're looking very closely at your main source of power, which is the sun. And then if you've been subscribing for a while, then you are technically a full member of the solar system and of my universe. Um, and my clips tag, if you ever want to clip any funny moments between me and Amethyst, me and my Among Us group, or me and anybody else that I stream with, by all means do so. And if you clip anything on Twitch, it'll just automatically pop up. But if you want to post it to Twitter or X, however you refer to it as, for me to see it, um, Zanas Hellfire Clips is the best one to do so. If anyone ever has a better name for it, please let me know. uh, let's keep going. Okay, likes and dislikes. So let's go with my likes first. I love anime. That's not even just a like. I love anime. Um, Romance, shojo, which is like your typical school based anime. I also like shonen, um, which is your fantasy based ones, like ones with those type of things that happen in the anime that would not happen in a shojo. Shojo is more like modern based, like for example, Fruits Basket is a shojo, Given is a shojo. Anything like school and modern based that would not have, well, I think Fruits Basket is considered a shojo, but it does have fantasy things in there, like people turning into animals. But they're cursed spirits. It's okay. um, and I love my slice of life, which are strictly school based. Um, of course, I love SpongeBob. I make references about it in every stream. Um, Again, I've been watching it for a while, and I mean, it's my favorite. It's my favorite thing. I can't really think of anything else with like anything else to really say on the whole SpongeBob thing. Um, Evolutions. I did briefly touch base on it. I love all of them technically, but if I had to, I do have three top favorites, which is Sylveon, Umbreon, and I also love I I'm gonna say Espeon. Kick me later, uh, but I do love all of them equally. Um, I love Leafeon. I love Flareon. I love Vaporeon. All of them, and I love Eevee themselves too. Technically, I do have. I actually, this is an IRL fact of me. I do have three of the evolutions. I have Sylveon. Oh, that's another one. Jolteon. I have Jolteon, Sylveon, and um, I think I know. I think Glaceon. Okay, yeah. I had to remember. Um, I love my vines. Like, I I I, I grew up in the age of vines. I do make a lot of vine references as well. Um, I attempt not to get copyrighted, but I do love a lot of vines references as well. Um, some of them, again, you'll catch me and Amethyst actually referencing during our streams when we collab together. Um, Another childhood thing, I love Sonic. I love the Sonic franchise. I have been playing Sonic games for as long as I can remember. Even at some point, I used to like if there was a game with Sonic in it, best believe I had it. At the moment, my favorite Sonic character is not Sonic, although my favorite Sonic character is Silver. And I've technically loved Silver ever since he was introduced in Sonic 06. Um, you can consider me the number one Silver defender. I believe. Don't even get me started on Silver, okay? Don't get me started there. I will go off. Um, I love poetry and writing. Technically, I'm gonna utilize poetry to my advantage. Um, I do wanna produce music under my VTuber name. Um, I don't know when I'm going to start doing that, but that is something that I do want to do at some point. Um, because I love music, I love singing. I do want to do some karaoke streams with you guys too. Um, I'm not gonna say karaoke is one of my favorites. I don't mind it. Okay, I'm not gonna say I dislike it either. I'm kind of neutral about karaoke. Like, I'll get more into it in due time. I do like K-pop and J-pop music. At the moment, my favorite K-pop group is X Love. They debuted early 2025. It's almost been a year fully for their debut, and I just discovered them literally only a month ago. But I love them. Their songs are amazing. I love their entire like persona. It's it's a feminine, genderless K-pop group of technically men. Like they are cisgender men, but with a feminine, like genderless persona. It's beautiful. I love it. Um, and I feel like I'm biased, but my favorite. I also love Stray Kids as well. As for J-pop, I don't listen to a lot of artists. Well, I listen to Fumikaji. Well, Fumikaze. I think that's what his name is. I will look and refix that. But Shinano ga Iwa, I that's one of my favorite songs. But I don't know if that really counts as J-pop per se. But just anything Korean or Japanese lyrics, I love it. I do love my Vocaloids. I love my Vocaloids. That's just period end of story. Now, me personally, I have dabbled in Project Sakai, but I might get back into it. I don't fully know, but last time I did do a rhythm game stream. I just got to be careful with it because technically, the music gets copyrighted. So I haven't did one of those in a minute. Literally, my entire stream practically got copyrighted. So I had to be careful with that. And I like boys. I'm just keeping them like that. And I like my fictional men. I do also, you know. um, let's move to my dislikes. So, stereotypes. Now, when I say I dislike stereotypes, those can both mean like actual like IRL stereotypes that I have or VTuber stereotypes. And I can like first off right off the bat, I feel as though I don't get as much I feel I don't get as much attention as I should, and that's because like it's because I'm presenting as a VTuber of color. Like I barely see a lot of VTubers of color, and I think that's partially one of the reasons. It could also be my inconsistency with streaming, but personally, now that we're debuted, I do want to apologize for all of my stars that are here for my current debut right now. I promise you, I despise canceling streams. It's just during this time, it's seasonal depression period, and I've been just canceling streams left and right, and I haven't really been able to do it, and I severely hate myself with doing so. But I again after today, I hope that changes. Um, on that note, I hate going off schedule, and that also ties into the whole um, like it ties into the whole, not me not doing a scheduled stream when I'm supposed to. When there is a stream that I am scheduled, like that I schedule for myself, and if I don't go to it, I immediately feel like shit because I'm just like, damn, I had a stream. I could have went to it, but I just didn't. And it's not. I'm like, it's not my fault because personally, I either get caught up in things and I forget, and even when I remind myself, I get annoyed at the reminder, or I technically just, I never get around to doing it. And I really dislike that. And again, I hope with debuting today that I'm more consistent with my with my schedule, and I'll be more on time with streams, and also will actually attend streams instead of canceling them. That's again, I really hate canceling streams. Um, Another thing I dislike, I haven't experienced this yet. I dislike chat spammers. Well, I didn't experience chat spammers exactly, but um, I had a recent Omori stream. Well, it's not that recent because I didn't really have a lot of streams this month, but last month I had an Omori stream that was one of my favorites. I technically got a lot of people, and chat was actually like going off, and I was ecstatic. But I enjoy the interaction in chat, but what I did not enjoy was like I was trying to play the game, but I was also being asked like off topic questions, but also like per Omori questions. So it's just like if I'm playing a game, please don't spam to me a bunch of times about questions or try to get me to answer it. we can definitely utilize my bits, well, the bits that you receive by attending my streams. And if you highlight a message, or if if you send it to me and it'll read it out to me, you can get my attention and I'll definitely get to it. Or if I can't get to it and I'm in game and I have to focus, I will get to your comment. I promise. I promise. I interact with chat a lot. Um, but yeah, next one, games I play. So, I play a lot of games, but I summed up everything that I've practically streamed on my channel for the past, what? I believe my first stream was back in June. Yeah, but I have been these are all the games that I play. You guys have not seen me play any Legend of Zelda games yet. I am working on that. I am definitely working on that, but I do play them. I love them. I currently own well, not Echoes of Wisdom. I own Link's Awakening, Tears of the Kingdom. I have played Twilight Princess on the Wii. I have played Skyward Sword. I have played Four Swords, and I really want to get all of the new ones. Again, I want to get Echoes of Wisdom. I've played Breath of the Wild, but not fully. And I've technically also watched some of my inspirational VTubers play it, so I kind of I didn't go into Tears of the Kingdom blind. Um, I already touched base on this earlier. I do play Sonic games. Um, Practically almost anyone that you can name, I've played. Um, but from the ones that I say that I have played, I haven't played Sonic Generations yet, and I'm really pissed. Um, but I have played Sonic Colors, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic in the, um, I think it's Sonic in the, yeah, Sonic in the Secret Rings. Um, I've played Sonic Rush. I have played. I didn't really want to play Sonic Forces too much. I don't know. There was something about it that I did not like. Um, I didn't get a chance to play Sonic Mania, but I've heard good things about it. I have played, obviously, all the Mario and Sonic games. Those were technically ones that I started on. I started on Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games when the Wii first came out. That was one of my first games. Um, and I have played Sonic 06. Um, I really want to play Sonic Frontier, but I don't have a PS5 and I don't think that I want one. Like, I make money, but I don't make too much money. um, and I'm pretty sure that I can get it once it gets knocked down a bit, but I don't know. I have a PS4 at least. Um, but I don't know too much about the PS5. I'm iffy about it. Um, and I'm technically working on getting the newest Sonic game, which is Sonic Cross Worlds. I do have a Switch, so I do plan on playing that on the Switch. When will I be able to get that to you to stream it? The same time that I'm able to stream the Zelda games for you, because I do want to, like, I do have progress in Breath of the Wild, but it's not as much as I really would hope. Um, I do play Minecraft. Um, Sadly, a few of the times I was playing Minecraft, I was a little depressed. I'm sorry. Um, but I do love playing Minecraft. Some things that I like to do on Minecraft, I literally like to just set up a world and I'll literally just start building with what I have and I'll go raid a village, um see if I can find a stronghold, and all that other good stuff, or I'll literally just play on survival and see what I can do. Um, Sometimes I do like just crafting, and I'll sit in creative and literally start making things. Um, Other times, it's practically just a pastime for me. I haven't really done any of the like actual games that they have there or the events that they had. I've done one, but I didn't really like it too much, so those are not my favorites. I like just kind of doing my own thing in there. Um, Roblox. I love Roblox because there's a lot that you could play on there. I do hate that my era of Roblox is technically gone, where they used to do a lot of role play places, and technically that's when Rose Citizens used to be very popular. I mean, it still is, but I just feel like it kind of lost its touch a bit. Not too much, but a bit, just for my liking. Um, Row High School, I think that still has its touch, in my opinion. Um, and I've recently I've recently shown a like to the horror games on there. Now, I used to not really like horror games. I couldn't really handle the horror until certain ones, like I've built a tolerance for it. Um, Another thing I like, I forgot to say, I do love the concept of the backrooms. Um, as you guys know, one of my favorite games to, well, one of my two favorite games that I like to stream on here is um, two games from Roblox. It's Generation Error and um, Backrooms Redacted. I love both of them. I have finished both of them as far as I can. Obviously, you guys know what's going on with me in another game, but I'm up to date with Generation Error, and I am up to. Well, no, I'm not up to date with Generation Error. No, it's Redacted. I'm not up to date with. Apparently, Redacted uh, had an update literally within the past couple days. Um, maybe we can touch base on that next week. I already figured out an idea for a stream next week. But yeah, a lot of. Oh, uh, okay. Okay. Um, Sorry about that. I I I do play a lot on Roblox, at least my beautiful games. I've also been playing Doors recently because in Redacted they did have a Halloween minigame of Jack's Endless Reality, which technically is based off of the game Doors. So I started playing Doors and I don't mind it. I actually like it. I really like it. Um and yeah, I don't really play much on Roblox. I was trying out other games, but they don't do it for me. Um I do also play Genshin Impact. Do I play Genshin Impact also for the guys? Yes. Yes, I do. I do also play Genshin Impact for the plot and for the fact that it is open world. Um, I do. I love the game. I've technically been playing since like a month after it came out, so I've been playing Genshin Impact since the beginning. It's just with the fact that I don't really have a lot of space, it's kind of hard for me to keep up with it right about now. And again, every time I've tried to play Genshin Impact in the past, I'm sure you guys have noticed, I had a previous stream where it was thunderstorming and I was in the middle of a very good game on Genshin and everything just crashed because it knocked the power. Like that storm knocked the fucking power out and I was so pissed. Oh my god. Um But yeah, I do love playing Genshin Impact a lot. By all means, if I have any fellow VTubers in here that play it, check out my business email. I would definitely play with you. um, I'm sure you guys know this. I love to play Among Us. I have an entire group that I play with on Discord, and we get together. Oh my god, Isabel, hello! It's one of my favorite stars. How are you? Um, I love to play. I love to play Among Us. As you guys know, for my recent stars, we that's where. Oh, another tag that I forgot. I am so sorry. My memes tag, and that is for like stupid shit that I end up saying. If I reference like a meme or a vine, or I'm doing something that gets quoted in Among Us, that's something that I love. Thank you. Also, it's alright. You can always catch up on the VOD. There's still a lot going on. Um, but yeah, everything that we do typically from our Among Us streams practically gets attached to the shenanigans tag. Um, Last but not least, as shown on here, I love to play Fall Guys. Um, it's kind of similar to my Among Us group. Same group. We play Fall Guys, and it is hilarious. I love playing Fall Guys with them. It makes my day. And yes, I do get mad at it, but I don't mind it too much. Now, I know there's a lot of like I only oh, how could I? I did mention it earlier. I do play Omori, and um I chose Basil of all people because Basil's my favorite. I love Basil, but I love Omori to death, and I I would love to get back into it. Again, it's just been that time of year, chat. It's been that time of year, and I fucking hate it. Hush! I don't just play Omori for the men. I play it for the plot as well. Don't out me like that. Jesus Christ. um, but I love playing Omori. If you guys are interested in looking at my past VODs, they are on my YouTube channel. Um, right now, I believe I left off on um. We managed to finish the sweetheart one, and I think we're trying to go against Pluto. Pluto's kind of giving me an issue, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but yeah, I'm so sorry that I missed Omari. Listen, I am running off of anxiety. Like, I'm telling you guys, I was up 7 o'clock this morning, worried about debut. Like, I know I had to do like a few extra things for debut. So I'm like, I need to make sure that everything is ready to go. I had to make sure my narrative was ready. Um, I there was so much. There was so much. I practically was prepping for an entire like 4 hours before stream actually start, and then I was having a brain aneurysm. Okay, I was worried. My anxiety said, "Ha, fuck you." Um, but I play many other games as well. I do hope to actually play more games too. Um, my Discord group has been encouraging me to play Repo. It doesn't sound too bad, so I think I might. I definitely want to get a group of people and play Pico Park. I want to do a I want to do like a Fall Guys or an Among Us stream with viewers, but I'm trying to build up my audience a little bit more. So that's definitely something pending in the future. Um, I really hope that I can, play some things with you guys. How the fuck? I see. I need help. Okay, I skipped another one, and I can't skip this one. I love Kirby games. Okay, I didn't even touch base on Kirby. Now, I literally have a 6 hour stream of playing Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I have that VOD posted. I was in my fucking zone and I loved it. Um, I have played that game many times, but I will gladly play it over and over again. It is one of my comfort games. I love it. I've also played Kirby Triple Deluxe. Um, Kirby Triple Deluxe is one of my favorites. Yes, your boy had a 3DS at least once in his life. That's one console that I wish I can get back, not gonna lie. Um I really, really want to play Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Technically, I could if I wanted to. Mm, I do have someone, I do know someone who plays the game, and they, oh, you guys know Aisha. Um, Aisha has popped up in my Among Us streams. She has Kirby in the Forgotten Land, and I asked her if I could steal that at some point and play it. Because when it came out, I did not have the money to get it, and I was so pissed. Like, chat, I almost beat myself up over it. I'm just like, yo, I really love that game and I want to play it, and ugh, that's one game I actually really want to play. I also want to play the new Kirby game that came out. Um, Kirby Air Raiders, I think that is. I want to play that as well. Um, but I don't know if it came out for the actual Switch. I'm trying not to get a fucking Switch too, but uh, yes, Isabel. Aisha is definitely the one who's unhinged. Aisha's the one that's unhinged. She is a fucking trip, but I love her. I love her. She literally makes the Among Us streams. She literally makes them funny. Like if it is not a proper Among Us stream without her. But yeah, I didn't miss any other ones. Okay, good. Alrighty. Um, Next slide. Again, I have other games that I like to play, but we're not there yet. Alright. Hopefully you guys can see this, but I am also gonna read it out to you. Here are some random facts about me. These are some things that I hint, but I don't really touch base on because I'm a fucking VTuber for crying out loud. Honestly, the only thing you need to worry about is me putting a smile on your face. I know, yeah. Amethyst and Aisha, yeah, they like to bully me. But yeah, here's some random facts about me. So, I'm pretty sure this is painfully obvious. I love to make my SpongeBob references. It is not a stream without my SpongeBob references. Me and Amethyst love to either randomly throw like a SpongeBob line in, firmly grasp it. Yes, thank you. Thank you. We'll randomly go, like, we'll do something. We'll either go my leg or fucking is mayonnaise an instrument or some fucking thing. Something pops up and it doesn't make the stream unless we make one SpongeBob reference. Um, I quote a lot of movies and TV shows. Yeah, yes. So in terms of the has been one, I did make this note earlier when you weren't in the stream. I am gonna go back to it, but I do have a Vox plushie that is in the room that Amethyst designed for me. So after I am done with this slide, I will go back to my room and let you guys see it. That's fair. That's fair. I will go back to it though, so you can see it. Um, but let me see. Yeah, I do quote a lot of. Yeah, Ames made a lot of things on here. Technically, this whole debut is a lot of me and Amethyst practically busting our ass making everything. Like it's yeah. Um a lot of movies and TV shows that I quote is just all of my favorites. Um I do like quoting Back at the Barnyard. I'm not sure if anyone has noticed me and Amethyst like to go, it's called cow tipping. Ha ha ha. That's one of our favorite ones to do out of fucking context. It is beautiful. Um Me and Amethyst literally right before I started actually like streaming, we also made a reference to the fucking Puss in Boots movie, the recent one. Just you're supposed to be on some spiritual mission and you're supposed to be dead. Uh, I got better. We make a lot of references to movies and TV shows. It again, it does not make a stream without it. Um yeah, I'm pretty sure this next one's obvious. I don't think it's too weird though. I like men and some non binary people. And the proper term within the LGBTQ community is Achillean, which I fucking love my flag, by the way. But to most people, I just practically present the gay MLM flag. It doesn't really matter to me. Um, but again, you guys haven't seen me react to a Love in Deep Space stream yet, but that is pending. That is pending. You guys are. I'm kind of embarrassed to actually fully show that side of me, but again, it's Genshin, Love in Deep Space, and I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Izzy Hush. It's Love in Deep Space, my Genshin men, and technically, what the fuck else is it? I mean, I love my Omori man. I love Basil, and I don't shut the fuck up about my ships. I love Sunflower. That is my OTP. You're not gonna tell me otherwise, okay? I will not take any fucking controversy or anything against them. I love my Sunflower. That got you intrigued now. Um, I'm pretty sure this is also obvious, but I'm not really worried about it. I have autism. I do kind of make my little notices here and there, and I'm sure it's kind of apparent when I do speak. Hence the reason why sometimes I popped into streams that I had previously and I wasn't really having a good day. Like I would, I would, oh, I would go through and I'd have my streams. Again, I did mention, I had a Minecraft stream that I had planned, and I literally started crying, and I think it was because I was just having the worst fucking day at work, and I just hated it, and I ended the stream because I really couldn't do it, and I mean, along with the autism, I do experience like yearly depression. I'm not even gonna call it fucking seasonal. Seasonal is just enhanced, to be honest. Um, Here's another random fact that's not on here, and I'm pretty sure no one cares. Like, cursing is kind of. It flows through me. I am very. Like, I express myself a lot with it, and I don't really have too much of a filter. That is why my streams are technically 16 plus because obviously, I have my Among Us streams, and you have people like Aisha and Amethyst who like to say some very out of pocket shit. Now, I have my moments, but at least I have a filter sometimes because my goal is monetization where I can start actually making profit from this. And I don't want to do anything to like fuck that up for myself. But yeah, I speak how I feel at the end of the day. So if that's cursing, then so be it. I've noticed people like me better when I speak my mind, other than hide behind, censorship. So I like me better that way anyway. And I'm sure my stars like me better that way too. Don't you guys? Come on. You guys like me better when I'm just purely myself. Actually is they kind of are, but in like a joking way. They don't do it purposely. Again, you should hear the shit they say out of stream. You should hear the shit they say out of stream for real. um, I okay. Next one. I'm sure this is also obvious, painfully obvious at that. I experience a lot of technical difficulties. Um, I'm technically working off of one huge ass monitor. Now, obviously, this is all that I got for right now. I'm stuck in a shitty ass apartment anyway. The whole reason that I started streaming is because I was inspired by VTubers who are able to buy themselves houses just doing this stuff. And I know I can't be like them overnight, but like a man can dream at the end of the day. So that is my dream, to be as successful as those VTubers that I saw once 3 years ago, and upgrade my streaming equipment, and also get me and my family into a nice place. Like that is my dream. I want to get up there at least one point. Like, I have so many VTubers that I would love to collab with, and I know the ones that I'm thinking of I probably will never be able to, but a man can dream. But at least I know the independent ones, if I get myself up there, and that could take another 3 years, but that's not going to stop me. I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing and get myself up there. So I just got to have that determination and that perseverance, and I'll be up there soon. Um, but listen, it's even amazing that I'm seeing you in chat again today, and that literally just made my day. So I'm happy. Technically, you were the first person to actually subscribe to the stars. So to see you here for debut means I must be doing something right. um, aw, you always make my day when you pop in chat. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but yeah, technical difficulties that those happen all the time. Again, I I work off of shitty internet. It is what it is. I really hope that at some point I can, at some point that can be fixed. But we working with what we're working with for right now. I got a small desk. I only have one monitor. I at least want two nice monitors at some point, but yeah. Listen, when it comes to honesty, I would rather be honest than lie. I've gone through enough shit in my life. I will take honesty to my grave, to be honest. But yeah, I really hope that the internet becomes not an issue anymore. Next one. I have three cats. I want to be a cat dad, to be honest. I don't give a fuck if I'm allergic to them. I have three. And the third one was only like a month ago, so I had the other two for a good, like, what, 4 or 5 months now? And technically, I've been through at least like five cats in this year alone. Um, um, I love my cats. I In the room that Amethyst made for me, there is. Uh, May you see? Oh my lord, you want to see the cats? You know what? Okay. Okay, I'll let you guys see the cats. All right, what I have to do, I need to actually send a picture to myself, but I will show you guys my cats. Um, I will definitely let you see the kitties, but I have to show you like two different pictures because I have a lot of pictures with at least two of them in there, and then because I have them separated because they are different ages, and my youngest cat, he's a fucking menace, but I love him to death. But I'll show you guys a picture of him and then a picture of my other two. Um, Next one, and before I say this one, no offense to other VTubers that make this their like full image. My image is I'm a nightmare angel, descended from heaven and hell, male born all the way through. Me IRL, and I'm pretty sure this is not even really noticeable because of how long it's been. I am actually trans. And again, I don't really mention it too much because I've existed like going on 6 years, like, and people, it just comes naturally. The first thing people look at when they see me, they already immediately address me as a guy. So like, I literally don't even really. I be forgetting that I am trans sometimes. So, like, I just felt like I need to be honest with my universe. So, like, I'm like, you know what? Let me at least tell them. Let me tell them. Again, I love being honest, and I was only a little scared to say something because, like, I know a lot of people do get hate for mentioning that they're even a part of the LGBTQ community in any way. So, again, technically, even me mentioning that I like men as a guy and or as identifying as a guy is something that I was also like afraid to do. I'm like, well, I like guys. I am a guy. I don't want people to hate me just because I'm gay. Like, shit. I like what I like. I wouldn't hate on somebody because they're straight. Like, come on. I again don't even get me on that concept neither. Don't even get me on that part. I will go off. But yeah, I don't have any problem letting you guys know that I'm trans. Again, I let you guys know that Amethyst is non-binary and uses they/them pronouns. So at the end of the day, fuck it. I don't care. Um, but yeah, I feel like I'm okay to actually let you guys know that. So I mean, again, as long as my true stars don't look at me any differently. I mean, honestly, there's nothing really else to look at differently, to be honest. Um, Next one. Again, I don't really make trans my entire persona. No offense to those that do. I do appreciate that, Izzy. I do appreciate that. Um, Next fact. I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't guess, but I like IRL. I am extremely introverted and socially awkward. Now, the socially awkward part, I'm pretty sure that's obvious, but that comes along with the autism because of like how I speak towards people. But the introverted thing, again, I will purposely wear black and wear a fucking hoodie and walk out in public and no one will speak to me. Like, I purposely would dress in a way that would make people like not want to speak to me, and that's kind of the point. But then my autism kicks in. It's just like, uh, now my autism kicks in. I'm just like, fuck. I kind of want someone to talk to me, but I also don't because when people start talking to me, then they don't stop. Also, yeah, for me, Thanksgiving was my worst nightmare this year. Christmas wasn't even that bad. Technically, I'm having two Christmases this year. I had one with my actual family, like me, Amethyst, my kids, and Natalia, which I did mention Natalia a bit of times, my sibling. Um, we had a nice little Christmas here the other day, and it was nice. I loved it. Um, but Thanksgiving was fucking hell. I didn't really like that one too much. I did not really like that one too much. Um, but yeah, family gatherings are my worst nightmare. I like especially like it also ties in with the whole trans thing, you know. I be seeing family that I saw when I was a kid and like pre-transition and God, nah, hold on. I per the whole debut thing, yes, I'm also going to throw in a story time. I got a few story times for you guys. So I will definitely like I will get into the whole, I'll get into the introverted thing with like family gatherings and shit. So I don't mind doing that. Um and then yeah. Oh no. Yeah, no, a lot of people like on that topic, I've had a lot of people just like, "Are you fucking serious?" You know what? You remind me because me and Amethyst technically are very creative. We we have this entire like practically second world thing like on my actual like personal Instagram, and one of Amethyst's characters is named Isabel, and that is a whole ass guy. And even the people that he interacts with, they're just like, wait, what the fuck? You're a guy? And it's just like, Isabel looks at them like, yeah, I'm a guy. That is awesome, dude. Oh my god. Holy shit. That is so fucking cool. Um, see, now I feel more comfortable with you. Now, see, I have someone who likes men as like just about as much as I do. That makes me happy. Especially liking Sunflower. Come on now. Um, let me see. And my last one. That's one here. I am easily triggered by games that rage bait you. I don't know if anyone. I did have a stream 2 days ago where where me, Amethyst, and I think Natalia jumped into, but we were going against we were playing Doors the other day, and Doors is having an event right now. It's called Kringle's Workshop, and tell me why the fuck we are literally so close to beating this game mode so many times to the fact that we were literally, I think it was one that me and Amethyst played through, but we were literally 3 presents away from earning the Silent Night badge and finishing. And it seems like the Christmas figures AI is so fucking intelligent to the fact that like what me and Amethyst do, our way of doing it, we go from downstairs to the third floor, the bottom floor, all the way up to the top. And what we do is when we get to the top, we start bringing any presents that are down there at least to the middle, like to the middle floor. Tell me why the moment we even dare to think about going up to that top floor, that the fucking Christmas figure immediately wants to start going upstairs. Or Christmas Ambush decides that it wants to automatically generate its fucking path where one of us is at. Like oh my god, Chad, you guys have to look at that fucking VOD from the other day. I got so pissed at the end of that I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I am not like no, because I gave up. I gave up. I'm like, you know what? The least that you guys are gonna get is a clip of me finishing it, which also is makes me pissed off. because I think I was playing it off stream yesterday with Amethyst and Natalia last night, and we were 5 presents away. I was the last one there. Now, I managed to get all of the presents from the third floor to the middle, and I was trying to make my way back to where the presents are supposed to be, and literally, the Christmas figure kills me. Like, dude, I was so pissed. I almost cried again. I was literally 5 presents away, and I got them all downstairs where they were supposed to be, and I died. And the thing is, you can't revive in that. Like, what the fuck? I was so pissed. Like, I don't. Like, and the problem is. Yo, I would be so pissed if I was only 1 present away, bro. I would just give. I probably would just send my PC out the window. I probably would just send the PC out the window. I'd be done. I'd be done. But I see. This proves my last random fact. I am easily triggered by the game rage baiting because I swear the Christmas figure is a fucking camper, and I hate it. I hate it with a burning passion. But oh my god, I fucking hate it. Um, but that's all my random facts. I do have 2 more slides, but they're not big slides. Okay. That's fucking crazy. I'm so glad I live alone, cause uh I would have just cried. I would have just cried. But here is my credits page. Everything that has been done and is done with the debut plus everything else. So first things first, the debut narrative that I started with at the beginning of the stream was done by me. I technically put together the narrative by the original script, and the script was done by Amethyst. So it was Amethyst who wrote the script, and since, like, technically what I wanted to do was. Ooh. I don't know if I can play anything with fucking animatronics, because I personally do want to play FNAF, but I fear as though I wouldn't be able to keep up with everything. I'd probably just cry. It's bad enough I attempted Ultimate Custom Night, and I practically was ready to throw myself. The only FNAF game that I am actually able to play is, like, the only animatronic game I'm able to play is the fan game, which is Five Nights at 39. And even that. Oh no, I didn't start with UCN. I didn't start with it. I didn't start with it. Yeah. Yeah. That's the only one I'm okay with. I didn't mind Five Nights at 39. It's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. The fact that you know what it is, the Ayo goes crazy. Nah, but I've tried playing actual FNAF. I forgot. Technically, if I'm not mistaken, the first so-called horror game I ever played was Bendy and the Ink Machine, and technically that was another one that rage baited the fuck out of me because I swear mine was just broken. Like, I played Bendy, and the moment that I got to Sammy's song and I tried playing everything, it seemed like I could never do it. So eventually I gave up. I gave up, and I've never revisited it ever since. But a part of me wants to, because the. Yeah, Bendy is a lot better. I personally like Bendy a lot more than FNAF. See, with me, FNAF, I'll at least watch it. Like, I've watched Markiplier play. My favorite part of him playing is um, the fan game Joy of Creation, and I also love him playing FNAF 4. Now, my all-time favorite actual FNAF game is FNAF 3, but you will never catch me playing it. Bendy is for real cancer. I agree with that 100%, bro. But um, this beautiful model that you see in the top right corner was done. The model itself and the rigging is done by Mochi Ace Art. Um, on my Twitter account, I do have them. I do have credit in my bio to them. Um, Now, this whole stream layout that you guys see, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't design it myself. I tried and it didn't fucking work. But for those of my low income streamers, there is hope for us out there. I found this on Stream Elements, and Stream Elements has a lot of free overlays that you could customize. I know, that's a lot of fucking credits. Then again, a lot was put into my debut. And I give my credit where credit's due, you know? Um, but the stream overlay, literally every single like portion of it was by Stream Elements. The only thing that I really edited was at the bottom where the social medias are at. Technically, the original one had Instagram. I'm a little reluctant to make an Instagram because I don't really have a large fan base, but I might think about doing it in the near future because I'm thinking about it, but at the moment, it's not something that I'm really focused on doing. So I have I got Twitter. I changed my YouTube technically. My YouTube used to just be for my VODs, but eventually, if I get enough subscribers on YouTube, I'm going to actually start actually streaming on YouTube as well as Twitch. Um, yeah. Oh shit! You noticed the change on YouTube? That's awesome. Yeah, I changed it so I could. I ended up changing it because I'm like, you know what? I do want to stream at some point. It's just I don't have enough subscribers on there yet. So I always encourage people who watch my streams to be like, hey, if you have any friends or family members that like games, even if they don't watch the stream, it's the sadly with certain places it's the numbers that count. Again, I strongly encourage them like, hey, I would love it if you watch my stream, but even if you don't watch it and you just like, I don't know, have it playing in the background or subscribe, that's fine by me. That's fine by me. I appreciate you guys in any way. Whether you're here, whether you're not, I appreciate everyone. Again, is I mainly appreciate you. Like, dude, you were my first subscriber and you're actually here for debut. Again, dude, that literally makes my day. I also want to give credit to my PNG artist. I don't know if she's in here. Um so for the longest before I actually started like before I was able to actually use my live model cuz technically I was my original plan was to gatekeep the model from you guys as well. But a part of me is just like it feels stupid. I don't want to like I don't want to keep the I don't want to keep the model from you guys, but I do want to stream because I do want to build up a fan base before debut day. But I'm like, I gotta throw in. I was doing test streams with my model. Um, but before then, I was using my still based PNG model that was moved by audio. And that is technically by Miss Derpy Paradise. Now, again, I don't know if she is in here, but I'm sure she will check out the VOD. Actually, she is the latest follower that I had. Um, and I literally wouldn't even be here in this debut right about now if it wasn't for her. Like, she she put her time and made me a PNG model, and I used that to start streaming. So, I literally would not be here if it wasn't for her. Um, so I do give my credit and that shout out to her. Um, Next one, my room. Again, by all means, I support my artists. I'm not really a fan of AI too much like that. Problem is, I am encouraging artists as much as they can. I tried to reach out. I'm like, hey, this is my art tag. I check my art tag every day. So if you ever want to do some fan art of my model, by all means, I want to see it. Who knows? I may grab your fan art and use it in one of my schedules. Or I can actually properly start posting thumbnails. Like, to be honest, I want to do that as well. Um, but I can't really. I have a thumbnails tag and everything, and it's called Hell's Board. I also didn't add that in my tags either because I don't really use it, but I hope to use that at some point. But I do wanna. I do want to post my thumbnails and give my credits to artists. Um, but the room was made purely by Amethyst. They made everything that's in there. Again, except for like the plushies and shit that are in there. But besides that, they literally made everything else. Um, this whole presentation was made by me, just by this week alone. Um, I put together my character tag, well, my character sheet, um, my likes and dislikes, the games I play, all that good shit. Um, my Twitter profile picture is technically that was also done by my model mama. Um, they are also I'm giving credit to that as well. Um, my intro music. So hush, I do stutter a lot. Leave me alone. My brain was like stuck on stupid for a good moment, and it did it again. You know what? Ah! You're bullying me. Cut it out. You know what? I'm using my expressions now. Hmm. You bully. um, my intro music is Stranger Think by C418. Um, it's like a Stranger Things remix with like a different beat. I love it. And like now I feel more confident with starting my stream cuz personally like my previous start music is just literally something that I grabbed off of no copyright music. At some point, I don't know if I really want to like have someone compose something for me. I'm kind of chilling with what I got. Um, it does work. It's just I don't know. I don't want lyrics. Like my intro does not have lyrics. Neither does my outro. So it that worked a little bit better for me than having the like hearing lyrics in the beginning. I don't know. I feel like that's just my autism thing. Ugh. To admit that is fucking cringe. Um, my outro music. Obviously, we're not done with this stream just yet. I don't know when I'm gonna end it. I'm probably gonna end it around 2 because I do have something to do at 3. But a nice 2 hour debut is pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. Even it being this long is surprising enough. Um, but my outro music is called Dreamcatcher by Onyx. Um, in order for me to actually use that music, I do have to include the license. And before anyone comes at me, that is the link to the license, and it is able to be used for commercial use. Um, I really hope that it does not get flagged because technically, Dreamcatcher is used in a lot of places, at least according to Amethyst. But I haven't really heard it anywhere. But then again, Amethyst has been on YouTube a little bit more than I have, so again, no copyright music is not really alien to the world. A lot of people use it for like background music and shit. So you know, um, exactly. That's the whole reason that I'm mentioning it. Like, don't come at me. Do not come at me, Twitch and YouTube. Like, come on, I'm not monetized yet. Cause technically, what was it? I did a, I believe, I'm not sure if any of my stars have been present for my redacted streams. But before redacted got its update, um, yeah, yeah, but at one point I literally had like a whole fucking list of copyright claims just by playing redacted alone, and it was because it had like music like Daisy Bell and shit like that in there. So I'm just like, bro. So as of recently, what I've been doing is I hate to leave you guys without like audio, like you guys can't hear what I'm hearing, but just to avoid copyright claims, I have been primarily focusing the audio to my headset instead of like primarily doing it so you guys can also hear it. And I hate doing that because all you guys are really hearing is me either raging or playing the damn game. But I'm like, I'm not trying to get copyrighted. And I haven't been copyrighted since I've done that. So technically a W, but at what cost? um, and lastly, the background music that I had for my narrative, it's called Hot Spring Smoke, and it was composed by Mojimba, um, and it was really good. I really liked using it. I might actually use that a little bit more, like when I'm making my videos and stuff, because technically I've been using like the TikTok sound of ambiance, but I'm like, sometimes if I'm just sitting here and stream, I want to have something playing in the background for you guys. Like, I don't know, it's just the silence kills me. Again, that could just literally be my autism speaking. I fucking hate the silence. But my credits page is that fiend. Because I like my SpongeBob and shit. But yeah, um, that is that. I do really like my character sheet a lot. Um, yeah. And yeah, here you go. You guys get to see the room. Um, ah, no. I owe you guys, well, at least I owe Izzy, um, kitty pictures. So give me one moment. I am actually gonna go send myself them, and then, I'm gonna actually, like, I'm gonna go ahead and actually send myself them, but give me a moment. Actually, I'm gonna go back to this so I can still see chat. Because in my room, I gotta actually put chat somewhere in there. But technically, my room is only really used for content creation. It's not really used to like keep up with chat. But let me send let me send myself two fucking pictures of my cats so you guys can see. Let me see, because I literally just took recent pictures of my cats too, so this should not be that hard. Is that one good? No, they look fucking demonic in that one. Uh, oh, there's one. See, you guys are about to see what I'm talking about with the cat that I have literally underneath my fucking desk. But I sent those two to myself, and I'm about to pull them up right now. Cause that shit. Yeah, I'm about to go back to the room. Don't worry. I just gotta, I just had to switch real quick. Do 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 do. Eh. Okay. No, we are not doing that. Alrighty. Alrighty. They are saved. Let me go back to my room. Alright. Let me move myself out of the way real quick. I'm gonna move myself out the way, and I'm gonna let you guys. I'm gonna let. I'm gonna let you guys see the cats. Since you know you want to see the cats and shit. Oh no, I have both of them in there. I have I have two pictures. One of them have both of the like I have all three, but one of the pictures has both two of my cats in there, and then the other picture has the other one. But give me 1 second. That's one of them. That's one of them. And as you can see, he is in my fucking chair. Like he is just chilling in my chair. Like I literally caught the picture of him in my fucking chair. I'm like, dude, why are you in my chair? And he just looked up at me. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I can't really get too mad at you. You look fucking adorable. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. I think he ended up, like, I forgot how long he actually sat there, but he sat there for like a good minute. And then we got these two. We got these two. We got my other two boys. They've been sitting. This was technically before. This was before fucking. This was before Christmas, cause right about now uh we have decorations that's up there, but they were chilling. Cause technically these two are father and son. The orange one is the son, and the black and white one is the father. So we literally got we got the orange one first. Me and Amethyst got the orange one first because we are just like, oh my god, he's so cute. We really want him. And then eventually we heard from the guy that we got them from. He was just like, well, his dad's kind of chilling here and he's kind of lonely. So we're like, you know what? Give us the other one. And he gave us both of them and they've been fine. There's a wild amethyst in chat. Hello. Yeah, but we ended up getting both of the cats. And then again, the other cat that I showed you guys, um, this one, he, this one, I kind of just found him outside, so I kind of felt bad. It was cold too. Me and Aisha found him while he was outside, and I'm like, he was a baby. I'm like, that's not cool to him. So I scooped him up, and you know, we've had him for like an entire month now. By the way, as big as he looks in that, he does not look that small anymore. He is way bigger than that. Like, I've seen that cat practically fucking, like, oh my lord. Right now, he's being a fucking menace, but, that's besides the point. That's besides the damn point, though. um, let me see. I don't mind talking for a little bit more. I don't really think there's anything else that I really have to show you guys because everything else is more like if I am to take a break, but I didn't really have a. Oh, no, I could show you guys what'll happen when I play games. It's not fully fixed yet because I wasn't planning on playing any games, but I'll let you guys at least see everything. So here is where here is where my this is technically where it would usually. Oh, not your mom just inviting herself in. That's fucking crazy. Hi, Izzy's mom. How you doing? No, but this is where this is where everything will really happen when I play games. So obviously in the box I'll have myself over there. Oh no. At least you're back. That's fine. But the box right here in the left corner is where I'm going to be now, and obviously the same thing that I have on my actual like intermission my intermission scene. It shows my latest follower, it shows who recently sent bits, it shows my recent subscriber and all that good shit. I think I need to like fix it a little bit more because obviously I haven't had any tips come in. But when it does, I'll either get an alert that'll let me know, and it'll also pop up. At least it's like programmed to. Yeah, there is a random Amy in chat. um, I will I need to like work out that kink, but I don't know. Again, technically, we have to get on the to Twitch affiliate first. Um, which again I've been trying to fucking do that for the longest. Obviously, you got my beautiful intermission page. Again, it shows my latest follower, latest sub. Technically, is I don't know why it doesn't show you as latest sub. I think it's because it's been a while. Um, uh, oh my god. But yeah, I don't know why it does not show. I really don't know why it doesn't show. You did subscribe the last time, so but I don't know if it takes it off after a while. But it does show when you put all those bits in the last time, so I really don't know. And I haven't had anyone tip me anything yet. Again, although I do hope that happens at some point. Um, again, my other screen is my break screen, but I mean, that's self explanatory. It kind of looks like everything else. Um, it's cool. It's cool. Listen, if you get some money, send like $5 my way. Let me stop. You don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want to. Again, I always tell people tips. Oh, there you go. There you go, cheering bits again. No, but I always tell people I'm like, it's. Thank you. Again, I always tell people I'm like tips are appreciated, but they're not needed. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Hello, Coyote. I'm so glad you can make it, love. I'm really so glad that you can make it. You guys should really check out Coyote's streams as well. I love her work. I am planning a collab with her at some point, but her schedule and my schedules are fucking cancer, bro. But love, whenever you get a time, I would love to fucking stream with you. You know that. But yeah, I'm actually fixing everything. Now it actually shows. I think it actually is like designed to actually show when someone subscribes and when they don't, cuz it finally did show your cheer but in like the best way. Yeah, it's actually showing it now. That's fucking awesome. But I don't know why it shows it behind me, but my alert box. I don't even really need that if it shows my other one, to be honest. I know. Dude, you don't even know how fucking like I might just Alrighty, I'll be waiting. Again, no rush, love, no rush. If you ever need me to Oh, that's fair. Coyote, if you ever need me to, let me know. Again, I'll send you what I play and see if we can link up with something, but I'm always open to new games. But yeah, no, it technically showed up the alert box in like two spots. Like it showed up behind me and also technically in my box, but it's fine. But it still looks good and that's all that matters. But yeah, no, it shows the followers, it shows Oh, one more time. All right, good. Look at that. Look at that. That's fucking beautiful. You are having way too much fun with that. Oh my god. But yeah, I am. That's fucking adorable. Yeah, but I did wanna. We can head back on. Well, I do have chat up, so that's fine. We're gonna head over to the room. I did. Those of us who have money, no offense. That's crazy. And you can always gift a sub or two or actually subscribe and become a star. That would be beautiful. Oh, that must have been the wind. The wind is very fucking strong today. Let me stop. Let me stop. Again, I'm appreciative of any support that I get, whether it's, whether you subscribe, whether you follow, whether you send in bits, whether you like tip money. I don't care. I don't care. I know a lot of times it might sound like I'm like desperate for that shit. And that's only because I just have high hopes for what my future will be, like, from this moment on. Hey yo, Izzy, you ain't gonna speak for the wind. You ain't gonna speak for the wind. The wind's strong as hell, Sending a little bit of money won't hurt. You guys fucking suck. I can't with y'all. What the hell? Yeah, no, but whatever, however, my main issue right now is I mainly ask people if they could like show my content to others, The more the more followers I get, the quicker we can get to Twitch affiliate. Well, yeah, Twitch affiliate. And I know I love my room. I love my room. It's beautiful. No, but the faster we get to Twitch affiliate, the quicker the money. Oh, what did you spot? What did you spot in the room? I don't like the weight. You noticed the Scaramou. Yes, I have a Scaramou in here. Again, don't get me started with my men. I love my men. I love my Genshin men. And I love Scaramouche. Like, don't give me eye lip eye. Do not give me that. Man. I don't just play for the men. I play for the plot. I play for the plot, okay? I love the story as much as I love the men. Listen, listen, listen! Coyote, fuck you! No, but, yeah, again, I have my plushies in here. I got my Scaramou. I got my Evolutions. I got my SpongeBob. And again, I told Amethyst, I'm like, I'm not too happy with the Vox, but they said it's only because it's just my little correlation that has been. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you could have made it like an Angel Dust plushie or something. Like you could have made it Angel Dust or Husk or someone else. Ah, you have noticed the contract. Uh, so the contract obviously dives more into my lore. Um, I did go over the lore a bit, and that's in like the first 20 minutes of the actual like debut stream. But just to go over it briefly, me, Amethyst, and a beautiful universal entity named Yinsada, who is kind of a bitch and tried to make me call her mommy. Which, listen, I'm gay. I would never. That never would come out of my mouth. No, never in a million fucking years. That's fucking weird. But I like she is practically mother to the universe. So we came to an agreement. Technically, Yinsada and Amethyst, they have been working even way before they met me. Um, they've been working on trying to like dish out peace to all of the nations, and that includes the nation that you guys are part of, like practically IRL world. And with that being said, they're just like, you like to play games. The whole purpose of you playing games is so you can put a smile on people's face. Tell your wifey I said hello. But yeah, but Amethyst and Yinsula have been working on a project to just, spread out peace. They're just like, you like playing games, and main like your main reason for playing games is to put a smile on people's face and just to brighten up their day a bit. And I'm like, well, yeah, I've never gotten a chance to actually like do anything that I love. I've been stuck working like neurotypical lifestyles and shit like that, and I'm just like, that's not the kind of life that I want for myself. So like that contract over there, pretty much we all sealed it in blood and agree that we are all going to help the universe and all of the several nations to actually brighten up their day in the best way we see fit. Hello. Why can I actually hear her saying that? That's adorable. I'm surprised she's not in here. I'm surprised she's not in the stream right now. I'm about to tell you to tell her to get in here. Nah, but yeah, that contract mainly just it's a little bit of the lore that's in the room. You have a phone, woman. You can text her and tell her to join in it. If I'm not mistaken, She has a Twitch account too. She can join my shit. Yeah, but a little bit of the lore is actually in the room again, courtesy of Amethyst. So, um, yeah, I really like my room. Alright, love, I know you gotta go and go to work. I'll see you again. Let me know when we could collab. Thank you for popping in. It made my day. Thank you. Ugh. Alright, well, I showed the cats. Um, I think I also agreed to show a little, well, to give a little bit of fucking, to give a little bit of insight on something. Let me, because I technically forgot what the fuck I said I was gonna do. Oh. All right. There we. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. Yeah, working noises. More like fucking moving shit on my one monitor noises. Um, alright, so let me see. What I wanted to touch base on, because technically it was something in my random facts. Okay. Because it is 2, but honestly, I'll go into like 2:15, depending on what's going on. I don't really get to talk to you guys too much. Then again, chat is actually, like, chat is moving. Again, that makes me so happy. I usually go a lot of streams, mainly my Roblox streams and shit, where like it's pretty dead and I'm just talking to myself or Amethyst. So it is kind of discouraging. I'm not gonna lie, but I know I just gotta. Damn, that wind must be very fucking strong, ain't it? Why am I? Why are you wishing for me to stream doors later? I need to know. I need to know. Do you enjoy seeing me rage? Is that what we're admitting today? Is that what we're admitting today? That that you just like seeing me rage? Uh-huh. Okay, sure. 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 Um I'll see. I'm not opposed to the idea actually. Um See, if I do that, you have to make sure that you're going to be there cuz I'm not going to stream and no one's going to be there. That's like mm-mm. If you're gonna be there and you no how hold on, let me rephrase this. If the wind is going to be there, then I will gladly stream doors again later. But if the wind ain't gonna turn up, I ain't streaming shit. Let me stop though. I mean, I'm supposed to be seeing one of my friends who comes down for her break and everything like that. She's all the way out in Switzerland. Um, so technically, I mean, like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be actually out with her. So it depends on. How did you forget? Oh my god. I don't again. I don't know how long me and her are actually gonna be out for. I'm pretty sure she doesn't really want to be out for that long, because she's just like me. We're both socially awkward. So I really don't know how we're gonna do that. I'm probably only gonna be out for like a couple hours, so I could probably throw in a stream. But I don't know. It all depends on if I'm actually tired or not. Also, there's a wild amethyst who's in here now. Hi. Oh my god! A TikTok star! Hello! Hello there! Hello! I'm glad that you can make it! I do hope that you do see my previous content as well. I do post my VODs, and I do plan on streaming on YouTube when I get more subscribers. But for right now, Twitch is my main platform. Same with TikTok as well. Once I get to 1,000, I'm definitely gonna do some TikTok lives as well. But I do hope that you become a permanent star and follow and maybe sub. Oh my god. Well, hello, you have found one. I'm definitely trying to. Yes, is. I have TikTok. I thought I established this already. I thought I established this already. Very well. Very well. I'll respect that. But yeah, thank you. I'm so glad that my video reached someone. I love that. Again, I am a small VTuber at the moment. My wish is to be up there with others. Aw. Well, I will let you know this. Even if I do become. What the fuck? Even if I do become a big VTuber, I promise. I'll never forget about the ones that have been there since the beginning. I could never. I literally was telling Iz here, this is someone who's technically been a permanent sub star for, I believe, 2 months now? Because that Omori stream, I believe I did back in October. And Izzy has been streamed, like, Izzy has been with me for that long. So I will never forget the ones that first got me up there. I could never. Like, that's not something I could do. As a small VTuber who is aiming to go big, I, like, I appreciate my people who started me up there. Like, I was giving my credit to my PNG artist as well, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have even started streaming. And then I have my actual artist who made my model. So, but I'm so glad. Um Listen, actually, um even if you don't sub now, that's fine. Technically, once I am done with everything, I am going to figure out a way that I can get like a like 2 week, like I could do like a Christmas New Year's like subathon thing where we can get some free subs in, and afterwards, once you've been in the tier 1 for a while, if if you if you actually want to like fully subscribe, then it'll my rates are cheap though. My If I'm not mistaken, I have my tier 1 set to 3.99. Tier 2 is 5.99 and tier 3 is 7.99, I believe. I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, that's what I set it to because I know some people can't really, I'm a low income person myself, so I know how that is. But if I can figure it out, I'll definitely do like a 2 week free subathon for all like new subscribers. And you guys can just fill up the tier ones. Okay, that's fine. Um, but yeah, I can actually let me see if I can figure that shit out right now. I'm actually gonna do that while you guys are here. Let me see. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. Do, 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 do. Subscriptions. Yep, I got my subscription names here. Okay, yep. Universal Star, Astrologist, Solar System. Alrighty. Let me. I've done that already. Do, 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 do. Okay, so I have. Nice. Give me 1 second. I am just looking to see if I could actually set that up for you guys. If I can, I most definitely will. I might have to pull up Streamlabs for it. Let me see. I could pull up my Streamlabs and see if I can do that. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Because if I'm able to do that, I will definitely drop the link in chat so you guys could sub. And then once you guys sub, I'll let you guys, again, you guys could sub for the month, and when it's time to renew, um, then it'll let you guys know when it's time. But I'm gonna see if I can do that. Let me see. Okay. Alright, let me see. we go. Oh no, don't even like honestly, I respect that because it is the holiday season right now, so I ain't even gonna lie. Yes, insert licking noises. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm broke myself. But I'm gonna see let me see. Okay. I don't know. I always make broke noises. Okay. So there is let me see. Okay. Okay, okay. I know, right? Well, not particularly. The only reason that I say, again, honestly, as long as you're okay with profanity. Like, if you listen with your headphones and you're cool with that, then that's fine. It's just some things that are said on my channel, I don't want anyone to, like, take offense or to feel uncomfortable. So I just prefer 16 and older. But honestly, if you're 15, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I don't mind. Honestly, I even have family member who is younger than you guys, like 13 and shit, who talk even worse. So honestly, I don't care what age range my audience is at, as long as you're okay with a little profanity and you don't got no problem. Like I don't want to get anyone in trouble or say anything to make anyone uncomfortable. That's the only reason why I have specifically 16 plus. And Twitch will tell you when I stream Omori that it's mature audiences because of obviously, the game has shit in there that's not like comfortable topics. But honestly, again, if you don't care, then by all means. Yep. Also, I can't lower prices. Apparently, it's based off of region. So it depends on the country where the subscriber lives in for the prices. So, um, I don't know if I could do like free subathons. Um, I wish I can gift subs, but uh, yeah, all monetizing affiliates. Yeah, yeah. Ugh, that sucks. That sucks. Well, it looks like you could have adjusted at some point. Well, that was at some point. Ah, well, it was worth a shot. But I want to see if I could do like a free subathon. I don't even know if I could. No, okay. Well, actually, I'm about to wrap up soon. So, yeah, I just wanted to honestly check that out because I do have something to do at 3 today. So, I got to actually like get myself together. I'm seeing my friend who traveled from Switzerland. She only comes over like once or twice a year, and I wanted to make sure I actually get to see her this year. So she said apparently today was the only day that she had. Why I don't know, but I'm not complaining. I get to see her, so honestly I'll fucking take it. But um, honestly it's 2:14. I guess we'll have to just push. Um, we could push story time to another day. Um, let me talk about my scheduling a bit. So normally I stream EST. Yep. Um normally I normally I stream Tuesdays to Saturdays. Sundays and Mondays I don't stream at all. If you follow me on Twitter, X, whatever you call it, um, I do post my schedules there. And if you notice that Sunday is never in there, I just don't stream on Sunday. Sundays and Mondays, if I'm feeling generous, I'll do a pop up stream. But a majority of the time, I'll stream definite. I got things scheduled Tuesday to Saturday. Um, I have read in a few places that I don't have to stream every day. And to be honest, I love my stars. I love you guys to death. You will not be seeing me stream every day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But right now, I do I do have kids. They do go to school. The times that I do stream does conflict with the times that they're home. My kids are also neurodivergent, so there will be yelling or just chaos over here. Um, so I do have to, and sometimes, I mean, I have trouble sleeping, so I can't really stream too late either. Not to mention, yes, Izzy, yes, it's the children of the starved. If you ever hear, it's because for some reason my kids always feel like they are hungry. Every single time me and Amethyst are doing something, it's suddenly yelling. Yelling or just like they come back and because one of my kids can actually walk around as she pleases, she'll come knock on the door and be like, "Can I have food?" And it's just like, yes, yes, especially my other daughter, bro. She is a fucking black hole. Like we like to call her a vacuum. My children of the starved, one she eats but she doesn't eat, and then my other one she eats way too much, and I swear I'm like, you are a fucking vacuum child. But the problem is her body cannot hold up with how much she wants to eat. She is the literal epitome of my eyes are bigger than my stomach. Like, dude. But I have to remember they are six, they are growing girls. I can't get too mad. We've all been there. But yeah, right now it's been a little bit easier because they're on break. But at the same time, it is a little bit harder. Again, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. That's all I am is honest. Um, Seasonal depression time is upon us. I do have depression, and sometimes, again, I hate canceling streams, but make sure you just keep up with me um, on Twitter if you're able to have Twitter. Um, I'm gonna see if you're not able to have Twitter. I'm gonna try and make it apparent to. I'm gonna make it apparent to post over on YouTube too. My schedules. I just have to remember. Um, Yo, I would love to have abs. I'm not gonna lie. I I hate the fact that I don't. Problem is, I can never get up because, especially during the cold, like during the winter, I cannot get up and go to the gym. But I would love to. My problem is, I'm like, I would love to go to the gym, but I can't. Like, I don't have that motivation. And I would love to have some fucking abs right about now, but the abs don't want me. They don't want me. But yeah, I'll like if you're not able to have um uh Twitter, that's fine. I'll post it over on YouTube so you can see it on there as well. Um I just got to make sure I put in my reminders where to post it at, and I'll post it in both places. Um but yeah, I post my schedule Sunday night at 8 p.m. EST. Um, and yeah, I kind of figured I do have different age ranges, so I'll do it on YouTube. I would do it on Instagram, but again, I did mention earlier I only don't have Instagram because I'm a little iffy with having it, but that might change. That might change once we get up there because right now I'm sorry. I appreciate the fact that I'm a small content creator and VTuber, but at the same time, I'm like, I do wish that like, I wasn't so fucking awkward to the point where I'm like, hey, you guys can come and watch me. I mean, my content's pretty decent, but I'm like, I'm kind of broke. I don't really play a lot of games that everyone else plays because I don't have the money to get them. And it's just like me being a streamer is actually kind of fucking hard, but I do what I can. I do what I can. I play the games that I can, and I do what I can, and I manage. So I mean, that's all that matters. I but Tuesdays to Saturdays is usually when I stream. Um, Again, be prepared. I do cancel streams. That's because either I'm not feeling it, like my mental is just not having it. Um, I generally forgot and something else came up, or I am doing something with my family because um, at one point I know that I was going out with my family a lot during the times that I had streams, so I had to cancel it because when I go out with my yeah, when I go out with my family, I don't come back until 9, 10 o'clock, 11, or 12 o'clock sometimes. And by the time I get back, I'm already worn out. My social battery is fucking fried. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm like, maybe tomorrow's another day, but sometimes tomorrow comes and I still don't do it. For example, I was supposed to do a Christmas watch along. I was ready to do it. I was even going to do it yesterday, but I'm like, I technically I was drinking. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I was drinking on Christmas, and then like yesterday, I was having a fucking hernia over like today. So I'm like, I have to. I'm like, I have a lot to prepare and shit like that. So um, I will do what I can, but I know that I have my real stars, and then I have fake accounts. The only reason I mention that is because I have at least 100 and at least last I checked, I have 156 followers over on X on Twitter. But like I I had a bit of a period when I was not streaming, and that was after I left my highly toxic job. And when I left my job, um I started primarily doing streaming. So when I was doing that, I I couldn't exactly I was in that pit of depression for a good while. So um I was like, you know what? I couldn't really bring myself to stream. I was dealing with a lot of family drama at the time. So I'm like, I feel bad canceling streams or not streaming, but I literally my mental could not let me stream. So um hopefully that does not happen, but if it does, I'm just letting you guys know I'm not canceling streams because I want to. It's literally because my mental it's just like you cannot do this right now. So, if I only get like one or two streams in the week, again, I'm sorry, but I'm going to try my best. Again, after today, I am definitely going to try my best and become more consistent with actually going to stream. If I don't, again, I am deeply sorry. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try for you guys. Because if I even dare to get up there, I need to get better with this. So I don't Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Not Amethyst texting me saying the child of the starved is being a bitch. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I feel like I needed to address that because I technically also was not streaming for a good while because I finally managed to get to like 160 followers on X for a moment and I was fucking ecstatic. And the problem is, alright, give me a minute. I might have to wrap up soon. Amethyst is fucking struggling. But I had like 160 people Now, I know a bunch of them could have been bots or people that seen a small content creator and tried to reach out to get like fake art and shit like that, but even so, it's the numbers that matter to me at that point. Because let's be honest, I was a little bit desperate. I was going through a lot at the time. So, I like I looked at the numbers. The numbers were fucking beautiful, especially with the fact that I started off with only like 70 or something like that, and I managed to actually like get other VTubers to follow me and to speak with me and shit like that until eventually I watched like during that downtime I watched like 30, like it went from 160 to fucking 120, and it was not it was not fun. It really put me in a bit of like a sad situation. And problem is, I felt like I needed to stream like every day for me to keep those numbers up. But streaming every day was starting to actually like back then when I had my job, streaming and fucking like working was really taking a toll on me. So it definitely hurt. I'm not even gonna lie, it definitely did hurt. But I don't want that to happen again now after debut. So I know I'm trying to get myself out there the best way that I can. Like, I'm posting stuff on TikTok. I'm trying to make videos here and there. I'm trying to have like little story times during chat, like with chat or during streams and stuff. But, you know, like, I watch other, like, content creators and VTubers who are able to, like, clip little story times with their chat. And I'm like, I would love to do that. But I'm like, no one really pops up. Now, Izzy, like my dude, I'm definitely gonna clip a lot of our moments from today. So if you see them pop up, you'll see them pop up. But I do, or if you, or is if you want to do it yourself, I would love that as well. And if you get the clips, just even on TikTok, if you tag me in it, I will see it and I will grab it. I will ask you if it's okay if I can download it, and I'll definitely post it so people can see it, and I'll definitely give you credit too. I love clips. Honestly, that's how I can get myself out there, but it's not the easiest. Being an independent VTuber is kind of hard, especially when you usually have your editing team, you have your moderators, and it's like I gotta do all of that. Like, I gotta do edits, I gotta do the clips, I gotta do the moderating. Like, there's literally only me and Amethyst who's moderating. I might get Coyote to do it too, I just hasn't asked her yet. Um but I mean, it's it's a work in progress. But I gotta wrap up. It was fun talking to you guys. Thank you for this amazing debut. I love you guys, and stay tuned for more streams. If you like my content, be sure to send it to your friends, follow, leave leave likes, comments, all that stuff. Cause I'm counting on you guys to help me get out there. See you guys in the next stream. Bye.